Hi guys, so as you can see I'm nearly on the bog, and yeah, it's a very misty day today, so the lighting conditions aren't the best, but it's been 25 degrees the last few days, so it's nice to be able to get out for a run without sweating too much and without getting sunburnt. But yeah, this is more of a screen test. No idea what I'm doing when it comes to filming, but got my new G7X, so let's go. So here we are, the start of the climb. Okay, just coming to the end of the first climb. Feeling pretty good. Running on the bog is more about improving your footwork than going fast or having a long stride. And 3 or 4 inches of sinkage, so as you can imagine it's pretty tough, but it's good for your ankles. You'll often come across bog holes in these divots, and they can be up to 6 feet deep. So, who said running isn't exciting? So for this next section, you can see I'm on the bog maybe 40 minutes now. Of course it's taking twice as long because I'm filming, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Just reaching the summit here, but so I made it to the top here. good sign. Who knows? But, yeah, usually behind me you see Loch Derg. So this is one of the more technical stretches of the run, down the hill and across the mountain ridge. Whoa. You can see here I slipped, and yeah, gonna enjoy the rest of the run now, and check in when I get to the yoga rock, do a few minutes of stretching. It's always very important, especially when you're, as the fella says, if you're any longer you'd be late. Well, you can't be late to stretching, you get nowhere. Yeah, as I mentioned before, some of this terrain can be pretty technical, lots of slipping. It's the last climb now. And there it is, that's the last peak. So there's the trail that I've just run. Back this way. And all across. You can barely see it there. And in front of us, it's Yoga Rock. This is kind of halfway point in the run. So, kind of completed the Bog Jog section of this video. Now I'm just going to take a bit of a walk across the bog. Not as interesting. Possibly more challenging when you're not running. Just going to walk my way down to the Quilcha forests and run home from there. I think I'm going to stop recording now, mostly because it's just not pleasing scenery. Quilcha forestry has kind of turned a lot of the Irish landscape into a bit of a monoculture, and ruined a lot of the salmon fishing all over the world. I think this kind of planting of non-native coniferous trees, it washes out the spate rivers. So I was working in a place called Ballylicky in West Cork, and basically what we were doing was we were clearing out overgrown spate rivers. But one of the problems that the locals were telling us about was when the Quilcha forestry planted all the forests, those trees began to soak up all the water that would have made it into the river where the salmon spawn, and then once the Quilcha forests were cut down, none of that water had anywhere to go but into the river, so the rivers got washed out. So obviously you mess with the fine tuning of any ecosystem and there's consequences, but definitely it seems that Quilcha have a lot to answer for when it comes to salmon stocks in Ireland and water quality in general. as well as biodiversity all over Ireland. I mean, you can see here the amount of bug life there is that I've shown you, but it's can't wait for the day that these blankets of forest are gone.